organized by Department of Computer Science. Friends, I will like to introduce our college to our chief guest. Sir, our college is one of the prominent colleges in and around Pune, which imparts higher education in the field of arts and science. The college is under the umbrella of Maharashtra Education Society, which has been established by great revolutionary Vasudev Balwant Phadke in the year 1860. Considering the importance of education, the educational values are imbibed by all the constituent unit of Maharashtra Education Society. There are around 77 units, and out of that 77 units, Abasaheb Garware College is one of the prominent unit which imparts higher education in the field of arts and science. The college is a bi-faculty college, NAC re-accredited A-grade college, as well as recipient of Best College Award from our affiliate in Savitribai Phule, Pune University. The college has received many grants from a highly reputed research institutes, organizations like DST, DBT, and so on. In all total, there are 24 departments, and out of that 24 department, the Department of Computer Science is one of the prominent department which has got a separate existence in the form of department, which is established in the year 1986. So around 30 years, the computer science department is functioning in a very proper manner with full devotion of staff and imbibing moral values to the students, which are the future of next generation. The Department of Computer Science has got masters in two specializations, master in computer science as well as master in computer applications. Very few departments of Abasaheb Garware College has the post-graduation master's degree in two different subjects, two different specialization, I can say, and computer science is one of that. So I congratulate the Department of Computer Science for running these two master's degree courses in Abasaheb Garware College. As we know, we are now on the virtual dais. Technology is helping us for this. In day-to-day life also, we are using technology at a very high rate. Whatever we feel, we can obtain that using technology, and for that purpose, I think the computer science resources are helping quite a lot. And you all students, which are going to develop the new techniques, new technologies, whatever technology, whatever techniques we are using today, just think what will be that after 30 years, in 2050, how we might be living. Everywhere there will be a machine learning, artificial intelligence, a pool of data, and so on. But the creations, the creativity will be only to the human being, and hence the job opportunities for the students is definitely going to rise. We can see the things, we can dream now, and I think that dream will come true in the year 2050. Honorable Speaker might be thinking in same line with me, that what we think today, what we dream today, that will become reality in next few years. And for that purpose, the computer technology, artificial intelligence, all these buzzwords are going to contribute quite a lot. The Department of Computer Science has got the number of students which are very talented, for the overall development of the students of the department, we do have a Computer Science Association. Through Computer Science Association, we are organizing various activities for the students. Usually they are by the students under the guidance of the teachers. The college life is very important for the overall development. And for that, the Computer Science Department organizes various activities under the banner of Computer Science Association. Lecture competitions, project competitions, and so on. So, I am confident that with the infrastructure, with the resources available at Abasaheb Garware College in the form of library, laboratory, playground, hostel, the students should take the advantage of these facilities, because even though we are in the pandemic situation, very nearly we are going to start the offline lectures 100% and the college will start. That will be the real fun of the college life. So I welcome you all the students, staff members of Department of Computer Science, and at the outset, the today's speaker who is going to guide us for our student. So thank you very much. Best luck for your remaining endeavor. I am ending my speech here. Over to Kattare Madam. Madam, please. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Akanksha.
Thank you so much, sir. Every year, we invite great personalities from various fields as our chief guest. This year, we have Mr. Amol Abhyankar, sir, as our chief guest. We are very grateful to have you with us today. I now call upon Ruchita to introduce our guest of the day.
A very good morning to all. I am extremely honored today to introduce to you our guest of honor, Mr. Amol Abhyankar. Sir currently works with Cognizant as a senior solution architect. He deals with technologies like SAP, SAP HANA and memory database. He has completed his graduation in computer science from Shivaji University and master's in computer science from Pune University. He started his career in the year 2005 with KPIT in SAP department as a software engineer. He has worked with KPIT for 15 plus years as a software engineer in SAP department and also as a senior tech lead, where he was managing a team of 50 plus employees with excellence. He was also privileged to represent his company KPIT at SAP Australia in 2010 for a new product launch. He has a rich experience across the globe, including interacting and working with customers in Australia, USA, Germany, and Dubai. Currently, he has been responsible for fresher and lateral interviews in his company Cognizant. He is also responsible for delivering technical training for new joinees. Sir has also conducted a SAP BI training workshop at our college as a BI expert faculty. We all know that knowledge is flourished when shared. He is a perfect example of this. Even with such a tight schedule, he believes in maintaining his health and doing regular exercise. He loves playing chess in his free time. On behalf of everyone, we feel blessed to have you today at our inaugural function. I hope today many students will be able to seek a little drop of knowledge and guidance from an immense ocean like you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruchita. I request our Vice Principal, Dr. Manisha Bharambe ma'am, to give the departmental presentation.
Okay, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, madam.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Okay, I will share the PPT. आवाज येत नाही इथे. Just wait. शेअर का नाही होते? नाही, माझं लॅपटॉपवर केले मी आता. इकडे हेडफोनवर आवाज नाही येत. Can I? हाँ, इथे आहे बघ access. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam, you're audible.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Computer Science Association, I heartily welcome today's chief guest, Honorable Mr. Amol Abhyankar, Dr. P.B. Buchade sir, our principal, all staff, and my dear students. I am here to present departmental report of previous academic year 2021. Though the last year...
Madam, sorry for interrupting. Can you start the presentation?
Yeah.
Sure,
I
चालू
am going
करो.
to start it. I am going to start it.
Yeah, okay.
Though the last year was a pandemic year, the various activities were conducted online by the Computer Science Department under the banner of CSA. The Department of Computer Science was established in 1986 and has student strength is more than 600. BSc Computer Science and BCA Science are two undergraduate courses run by the department, both with intake of 80 students each. The admission to this course are on merit of 12. MSc Computer Science and MSc Computer Application are two postgraduate courses with an intake of 60 and 30 students respectively, run by the department, and the admission to these courses is done through entrance examination. About infrastructure, the department has well-equipped classrooms and laboratories with high-speed internet facility. In the department library, more than 300 books are available along with central library facility. So when we consider the student achievement, we encourage the students to take part in the various activities like intercollegiate programming and project competition, cultural activities, sports activities in NSS, NCC camps, and social events. Last year, FYBSc student won the first prize in virtual solo dance competition conducted by Agam Kala Mandal of our college. Our teachers' contribution is also much more in the department. Dr. Manisha Bharambe has authored 9 textbooks for SYBAC, SYBCA, BBACA, and MCA last year. She has worked as a resource person for faculty development program organized by Human Resource Development Center, UGC. She has invited as a resource person for syllabus restructuring workshop for SYBAC, SYBCA, MACCA, and also she worked as a lab book coordinator for FYBAC, SYBAC, and SYBCA. Dr. Parag Tamadkar, awarded by the PhD degree in computer science subject last year. He has invited as a resource person for international webinar on artificial intelligence and machine learning. Mrs. Swati Jadhav has written a textbook for BBACA. The staff of the department also contributed in curricular and syllabus designing activity throughout the year. Staff also selected as a member of Board of Studies. So Bharambe Nagarkar Madam and Parag Tamadkar Sir has worked as a Board of Studies in different colleges and SPPU. Our department conducted online training programs, even though in the pandemic situation. The department has conducted training program with a capacity building ICT workshop, and this is for college staff. Since the last year, all the teaching is online and the online platform, various online platforms. So the teachers should aware the various online platforms. So the training was conducted by our staff. The second training is conducted, which is related with the credit course, and that is given the training regarding the cyber security, which is given for a MSc and MA student of our college. Different guest lectures have been conducted last year on different topics. For SY and TY, the lecture was Career Opportunities for Computer Networking by Aditya Ghanekar. The lectures for FY student, which is Goal Setting by Nikhil Nainani. The lecture for TY and MSc student related with the topics Artificial Intelligence, Machine Learning, Business Analytics, which is conducted by Manish Godse, which is a trainer from PIBM, and also the second lecture conducted, which is for the same audience, Alphabets of Soft Skill by Mr. Vibhas Joshi. Also, the different lecture was conducted. Why have a data science, which is for all UG and PG students. The placement cell of the department is very active and conducts various lectures, sessions for postgraduate students. For a better placement, we have pre-placement activity, and it was conducted by MSc Computer Science, conducted for MSc Computer Science and MSc CA Part 1 student. We arranged the lectures by IT industry expert on the topic such as latest trend in IT, about technical interviews, cloud computing, Java programming, software testing, and preparation for HR rounds were discussed. So last year, it was conducted in the month of June, and various activity related with a lecture conducted in June. And the first lecture, which is interview technique and resume writing, which was conducted by Mrs. Manisha Suryavanshi from Modern College. The second lecture, which is web development and Android application development, which was conducted by Sumed More, co-founder of Clueless Monk Technology. The third lecture, which is conducted related with HR session to develop the personality for the student. And also the next lecture, which is conducted, that am I on the right track? This is conducted by software engineer from NVIDIA Graphics. The other lectures related with the technical interview conducted, which is by Nitin Kulkarni, and for Java programming and question solving, which is conducted by our past student, alumni, Markand Yadav. These are the some recruiters. So we had a very strong bonding with our alumni, and they always help us in placement activities like taking mock interviews. So last year, around 60 to 70% student got placed through the campus interview. So this is a list of some companies who have recruited our students. In the last record, say total number of company visited, which are 24. Number of student placed through campus drive 47. This is only for PG. A maximum stipend offered, which is 20,000, and the sum of the companies visited, which is like Spring Computing, Omniscient, ACI Worldwide, Harbinger, News Software, NCPL, and so on. Under Computer Science Association platform, we performed various activities throughout the year. The student can showcase their hidden talent by using this platform. These activities help students to explore strength and talent outside of academics, develop stronger time management and organizational skills, build confidence and self-esteem. Events held under CSA interface are intercollegiate competitions like project competition, programming competition, seminar competition, and intra-departmental competition. It involves co-curricular and extracurricular activities. In the previous year, we have inaugurated this function by hands of Dr. Revati Namjoshi, General Manager, ETP. Under this Computer Science Association, that is CSA, we have performed various activities. That is competition. All competitions we have performed in the online mode. So the project competition, in this participant had submitted their PowerPoint presentation for their project ideas, and shortlisted participants were presented the ideas using Google Meet platform. The project has judged based on content, originality, presentation skill, amount of work done. The second competition, which is programming, related with the programming competition. So there were 68 participants, and this was completely in the online mode under 2 levels of programming, that is for undergraduate and postgraduate level. And students were given a problem statement to write a code in a C programming language. The third competition which was held, which is a new because of online platform, which is a video making competition. So there were 13 participants, and the topics were given like save the environment, Indian economy, technology, what next, social media, and privacy. Along with intercollegiate competition, the intracollegiate competitions have also performed. So in the poster making competition, the participants had prepared poster based on given topics, and 5-minute time is allotted to present and explain the theme. There are different topics: reduce, reuse, recycle, sustainable future digital India, industry 4.0, blue brain, biocomputers, technology in lockdown. So the second competition which was performed, which is a elocution competition, there were 15 participants and they were given the topics like cyber forensic, e-learning, can technology replace human brain, technology in ancient India, and new education policy 2020. So our department also take a part in the social activities. So this is the first activity, which is a Ek Mut Dhanya Yojana. So like previous past 6 years, last year also CSA continued with the initiative it had taken for the social cause by Ek Mut Dhanya Yojana. Every year we collected lentils, that is turda and moong dal, and collected grains was handed over to Vanvasi Kalyan Ashram. But this last year, we have accepted the donation for the same cause. The end of the CSA function, that is ended with a prize distribution by hands of Vaishali Deshpande. This is in the annual function of the Computer Science Association. The strength and the future plans of the department. This department has a strong bonding with the alumni. Our alumni always help us in taking the lecture in pre-placement activities. Then mock interviews. The second, the productive efforts are being taken by campus placement committee to help PG students getting internship or getting placed in their dream companies. Co-curricular and extracurricular activities are initiated and carried out by the student and for the student under the guidance of teachers in the department throughout the year under the platform of Computer Science Association. The future plan of the department, it is establishing the association with industry for placement, enhancing the research activity in the department, and to start the certificate course. One we have already started with the data, related with the data science. So every year we get a huge response from the students for all these activities. And so we expect a huge response this year also. And I'm sure Computer Science Association would be a grand success this year. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I now request our chief guest, Mr. Amol Abhyankar sir, to address the audience and enlighten us with your words.
Abhyankar sir.
Yes, Amol sir, you can.
Hi everyone, good morning to all of you. Am I audible enough?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Okay. Would like to thanks to the principal sir for giving a wonderful introduction, as well as to the head of the Department of Computer Science to give an overview of how the computer science is doing so far. So thanks for all of that. Let me know if you're able to see me as well. Okay.
Yes, we are.
Okay. So what I believe is this session, which I'll be talking with you, let's try to be more interactive with each other. And at this point of time, I can see there is a mix bunch of candidates starting from BSc Computer Science first year till there are a couple of guys who might be in the last year of Masters in Computer Science. So language should not be a barrier to ask any question. You can ask your question in mother tongue language. Okay, I'll try to answer if I know the answer of the question. Okay. So I'll try to touch base on a couple of points which I feel are important when it comes to joining an organization or what you need to do when you are in early stage of your college. Okay. So there are a couple of pointers. I was actually running out of my time and I was thinking of what should I draw. So I have drawn a couple of points on my paper just to think that I don't miss on anything, and I will try to cover up those in the time given to me. Okay, so to start with, one suggestion I wanted to give it to the bachelor candidates, like the guys who will be in bachelors, like they might be doing the BCS, BSc. I don't know what terminology we called it, because when we used to study, we used to call it as a BSc Computer Science or BCS. But one request or one input to the students who are studying BCA or BSc, please try to complete your post graduation, because like the way we see competition in the industry now, a post graduation looks to be something really important that you need to have. Okay, in a long term, the post graduation will always play a key role in your promotions in organization. That's for sure. Second thing is, like, now all the dimensions with the introduction of the COVID, all the dimensions are changing, and everyone in the industry is trying to save the job for their own country people. So what I suggest is there might be a possibility. I'm not sure. I'm just commenting, which we got to learn from our seniors of our seniors. Like, there might be a chance that United States or other countries, if you wanted to fly outside to work in IT sector, they might change the visa rule wherein you must need to have the post graduation in place. So if you will not have that, then that will be a troublesome for you. And trust me, guys, after getting into the job, doing the post graduation is really tough, because you have to work for the industry, you have to match their expectations, you have to do the project delivery, you have to make your coding work, testing, whatever the task allocated to you, you have to make sure that you deliver it on a time. And at the same time, if you are under impression that you will complete your post graduation while working in the industry, then that is not something that will help you out in a long future, because there are CM. So in the companies, we do have the categories like CMM level 3, CMM level 5. So CMM level 5, if you see their job description, when it comes to fresher working, they say they want a full-time course, not the part-time. Means you just cannot do what we called it as a executive education is not something in a early phase of life. It is not expected that you are doing executive education and you're saying, yeah, I did PG using distance learning, something like that. So one, I'll say a point to be taken is, yes, try to complete your post graduation if you can, because that is really important for your long run. Second point, I wanted to give some inputs on the campus. Okay, so now I'll try to be a little bit practical so that we all will be on the same page and you will understand in what gravity I'm talking about. So try to get selected from your college when it comes to campus interview, because if you'll see outside, if there is an off-campus call, this is going to be really tough for you to crack the interviews if it is out of what we call it as off-campus. I have seen myself people when in my previous organization there were 5,000 employee, there were 5,000 candidates waiting outside the gate of my company, and the positions that we are holding only is 30. So the chance that you will crack the interview is very less, because obviously if 3,000 people are appearing for an interview and we wanted to take only 30 positions, then we will try to scrutinize candidate in all possible way we can to make sure we only get the best candidate out of it. Being said so, I'm not saying that if you are getting selected from the campus, you are not good. Yes, you are always good if you get selected in a campus, but the number of people competing with you in a campus interview are very low in numbers. So if your college strength of masters in computer science is 80, it's just 80 people you have to compete with and get yourself selected in a campus interview. But if you go to the off campus, trust me guys, it's going to be a lot of pain for you. So try to study hard. Not to try, actually you have to study hard. You don't have any option. You have to study hard and you make sure that you get selected in a campus interview from college only. Okay. But sometimes what happens is you didn't get a chance or something happens and you are not able to clear the interview and you get frustrated because your friend got selected. Okay, you try to go into the frustration, all those things happens, and the tension starts and the blood pressure starts boiling. Do not do any such things. Okay, if your friend is getting selected, means it's his time to get selected. Your time will also come if you have put in the right efforts into it. So in such situations, what I will suggest you is try to get what you call it is start your career with a small scale industry. Don't be so choosy about, no, I wanted to get selected with Infosys, Cognizant, or whatever the CMMI level 5 companies are. So if you get selected, that's well and good. If you don't, you just try to join the small scale companies, because initially you will not get paid that much, but once down the line, the experience will get counted. Once you will have that relevant industry experience on the paper, sky will be limit for you. Because ultimately, let it be fresher interview or let it be lateral. So when we hire a tenured candidate, we say it as a lateral hiring. So let it be fresher hiring or lateral hiring. What matters for us is whether the candidate is competent enough in the technology in which he has worked to answer our questions, and has he worked on it thoroughly. That's the only thing we see. So even if you're not getting stipend in your initial phase, I urge you to join the organization and get your hands dirty on the technology. That is really very important for you. I'll tell you how it will help you. Say for example, in a campus interview, one company came and they are not ready to offer you stipend. Okay, you joined the company. I'll tell you, they will give you an experience letter down the line. That experience letter will help you to differentiate yourself from other guys when you will go outside in the market for job search. Because if they are going to give you an experience certificate, they will make sure that they push you to the wall. They make sure that they get everything that they can out of you when it comes to the technology. So they will let you work very hard to get that experience letter, and that is what is required in initial time, because you all are young blood, right? You can work 12 hours, 14 hours, anything. So one thing that I have seen, and I go to other college as well when it comes to giving guidance to the freshers or the what you call it as a young generation who sits in your category or bucket. Like they are reluctant to accept if the company is not ready to pay stipend to them. Don't do that mistake. If you say no, what you will do? You have to go to the off campus and you have to be the part of those 5,000 candidates standing out of the company gate, or get the experience letter and then appear, so that you will have something differentiator from other candidates to showcase to the interviewer, saying that I know ABCD. Yes, plus on top of that, I know XYZ as well. And that is the point you will be able to crack your interview so fast. Okay. So, sorry. So this is the main thing. Make sure you get selected in a campus interview. That is, so you have to really work hard for that to crack the interviews in campus. Other thing that I wanted to talk about is writing the resume. So when we take an interview of the freshers, okay, what we have observed is it's a human tendency. I'm not blaming anyone, but it's human tendency to write the profile. It's like, okay, languages start with C, C++, Java, .NET, because this is what you have learned so far in your curriculum. Don't write like that. Try to write the first language in which you are comfortable with, because it's a human tendency. As I said, when we try to go through the resume, we'll stop first. Okay, you know C, okay, tell me, okay, what is this, what is this, what is this, what is this. I'll be coming, I have next point listed as an interview. I will talk about more that. First thing is try to write the technology in which you are comfortable as the starting point. Your project should be the first project in which you have given your blood, okay, and you are more comfortable to talk about that project. That should be your project. Even if, understand, even if that is a second year project, you can try to put that project as your first project. I'll tell you in my interview section why I was emphasizing on this point. Okay, so that is the second point. Try to highlight if you have done any certifications during this pandemic time. Actually, I'll say it was an opportunity for everyone to learn out of box things. So if you have done any certifications online, for sure they have now, they will be providing you the certification in a PDF format. So make sure you mention if you have done any certifications into your resume. Now let's come to the most important point, which is the interview point. Okay, so now this is a little bit what we called it as a doing a technical preparation and cracking interviews are two different things. You might see your some examples I have seen. A college topper is not able to crack the interview, but a person who is having 60% plus, he is able to crack the interview, because the way we give interview is more important. Okay, and that correlates to how you create your resume. When I say resume, let's take an one example. So you have written in your profile like languages known C, CPP, Java, VB.NET, or maybe Python, which is a cutting edge technology right now. When we read your resume, we start from the left to right. We never start from right to left. Okay, we start left to right. And then, okay, what languages you know? You'll say C. Okay, then we'll stop you in C and we'll ask you the questions in your C language. See, everybody is special in this world. It's not possible for you that you are liking the C language. There might be possibility that you are good in networking. There might be possibility that you might be good in operating system or database. Then you should put that technology as a first. Because if you'll see, okay, what languages you know, I'll say C. I'll keep asking you questions on a C. And if I feel that you're not comfortable answering the question, there is a very little chance that I will try to go to some other technologies, because understand that we have time barrier of 30 minutes to finish the interview as well. So first thing is what you should mention in which you are comfortable with. Okay, that is first thing. Say for example, I'm very good at the database technology. I write a database technology. He will ask you why you have written. This is what I'm comfortable with, and I think I can answer the questions. Okay. Now the next thing is, there are two zones. Understand it clearly. This is for masters in computer science, guys. A interviewer comfort zone and a candidate comfort zone. Don't let interviewer enter into interviewer's comfort zone. Meaning is that, okay, if I'll ask you, okay, so let's take an example. So do you know Java? As an interview, I'll ask you and then you'll say, yes, I know Java. Tell me what all you know Java. See, that is a triggering point, you guys. You have to answer the things in Java in which you are comfortable with, because understand, as an interviewer, there are no questions on the top of my mind. I don't mimic the questions, or I don't, what you call it as a, remember the questions. This is what I try to create the question from the answer that you give. Okay, so the strategy that you have to play is you have to tell them the information in which you are comfortable in. So what is happening with this is you are getting interviewer into your comfort zone. So I'll say, okay, in Java, I know ABCD. Then I will ask, okay, what is B? Then B, okay, this is XYZ. Then what is XYZ? Then I'll say, okay, ABCD again. What you're getting my, so that hierarchy will continue. In that way, what you will do, you will not allowing him to go outside of your comfort zone. So that is the good point wherein you have an opportunity to crack the interview quickly, rather than just saying I know C and putting other subjects aside in which you wanted to make your career. Try to build your resume accordingly and get interviewer into your comfort zone now. Because if I'll enter my comfort zone, I know a lot of things. Being work in the industry for 16 years, I can ask you anytime question which you are not aware about, and then I can prove you don't know anything. Okay, but if you know the things and you are getting me into your comfort zone, then it's a very good chance that you'll be able to clear your interview quickly. That is one important thing which I wanted to tell you. Next important thing is which we have observed a lot of time when we take an interview is like there is a tendency of candidate. Don't take me wrong. There is a tendency of candidate that they try to run around the bush. So if you don't know the answer of the questions, it's okay. Nobody knows answer of everything in this world. Okay, and it's okay to say no. Sometimes it's really okay to say no. I don't know. Try to be very crystal clear with the interview. So what will happen is if you try to run around the bush, try to give some fishy answers, we will immediately catch you and we will go one step deep into that question again. And then you will start mumbling, you won't be able to answer. And this is the point where you will lose your confidence. Okay. So if a question is getting asked and if you don't know the answer, let it be in very polite way. I'm sorry, I don't know the answer. Okay, and that is fine. We interviewer know that you are just freshers. We don't expect anything from you. What we expect is honesty. If you don't know the answer, let it be very clear. I'm sorry, sir, I don't know the answer of this, and that is fine. So that we will move to the next question. Else, understand that there is a 80% of opportunity that you won't be able to crack the interview if you try to run around the bush for the questions which you are not aware about. Third, and then the most important thing is this IT sector requires an English language which everybody knows now. So you must need to work on your soft skills. Even if you are technically pretty confident, but if you're not able to convey what you wanted to say, then it's of no use. Okay. So, and I understand, I came from the location where English was rarely used, but over the period of time, once you get into that surroundings of the people who only understand the English, your English will keep improving. So try to speak more in English, at least in a college, just to make sure that you're comfortable when talking to an interviewer or people outside your team. So that is very important. So you must need to work on a soft skill. There is no other option for you. Okay. Last thing I wanted to tell you is doing all those things. If you feel that you're not able to crack the interview, you need something extra, something on the top. So I'll tell you how it will help you. Try to join a course. When I say course, means a cutting edge technology course, which will help you to give the job in the market. I absolutely do understand that there will be some financial burdens, but my suggestion will be, even if it is happening initially, you will be able to clear off too quickly. So do not hesitate to enroll to the course. So then let's take an example. So if I didn't get selected to the campus interview, I was not able to get into the off campus, I was not able to get into the without stipend company. What should I need to do? My suggestion will be join the cutting edge technology course. I'm quoting here, cutting edge technology course is the course which is trending in a market, not the traditional courses in which there are a lot of traditional courses like C, C++, Java, .NET, all those things. Understand, we have thousands of tenured people sitting in a market who knows this basic technology. if you wanted to get selected, you must need to have something extra out of the box. That something extra out of the box will only come to your plate when you will do cutting edge technology courses. Like I was reading through the presentation given by HOD ma'am saying that they do have the data scientist course. So I will strongly recommend. I myself is learning data science because that is what the requirement of industry right now. Nothing I can do. I just buy the book because I just can't go and join the course now. I have to do my project delivery, look after the coding, look after the people. So yes, I'm learning online. So online learning is also good, but so for me, online learning is also good. But for you, when it's a start of your career, I'll suggest go and join an institute which gives you an out-of-box courses. So once you will be able to do and complete it and get your hands dirty on that out-of-box technology, to name with there are artificial intelligence is there, machine learning is there, or you might be knowing as statistics, then data scientist is there, cloud technology is booming in the market. The technology which I'm working on, it's SAP HANA, which is in-memory database, because all the database you might be learned so far is a disk-based database. I'm working in an in-memory database wherein huge number of memory is available, all the data is available in memory, and we get results in seconds. So those are called as cutting-edge technology. Once you do it, then sky is the limit for you, because then you have something to add to your profile saying that, okay, I know ABCD, plus I have done a data scientist, and I'm a data scientist certified professional. Trust me, guys, you will get ton of calls and you will get selected quickly. And one input to Ruchita, it's not SAP, it's a SAP, okay? SAP don't have any long, SAP don't have any long form, it's just SAP, that's all. Being said so, I want questions from you guys so that I'll try to answer if you have anything in your mind, and you can ask the questions in your local language also, no problem, because questions don't have a language barrier is what I feel personally. Back to you, host. Thank you very much. Back to you, Akshata. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir. It was indeed motivating and extremely informative. I now call upon Yashaswini to propose the
Akanksha, just 1 minute. If any students have any questions, they can ask. If you want, you can unmute and ask, or you can also write in the chat box. Sir, you're mute. Abhyankar, sir?
Okay, ask the questions. That is very important. Don't be hesitant to ask the question, because this is the right time to get things clarified in early stage of your career. Go ahead, team. I'm waiting for your questions, because then I'll feel I'll just give some boring lecture to you. $257 team in a call and nobody has a question, which is strange.
Sir, there's a question in the chat box. Sir, about body language and dress up for interview, can you guide?
Okay, so yeah, so body language try to be very normal. And when it comes to dress for the interview, you have to be very informal. So you just can't wear the, what you call it as a festival dresses, right? So yes, that is quite expectations that might have covered by your the interview panel that college is having. So yes, so and one most important thing, honesty is the best policy. If you don't know, let it be very clear. Sorry, I don't know, but I know ABCD. That's the key thing which you will be able to clear lot of interviews. Sir, classes laune compulsory aayega. So Sneha, I am not the right person to answer that questions. Okay, what next? Sir, tell me please more about data science. Okay. So the data science is the cutting edge technology that is booming in the market, and I'm still in my learning phase. I'm also a student in a data science, but data science have a couple of verticals. One of them is a Python vertical, then other one is a R, then data visualization is a vertical. So understand that data science is a concept. Under the data science, there are a couple of verticals available, and in one of the vertical, you need to do your course. But if you do data science course, they will teach you each and everything, okay? But under that also there are small branches in which you can do your specialization. My organization's requirement right now tells me that I need to do a little bit of machine learning and R, which is a statistics algorithm. So I'm working on that. So yes, next plan for me is to buy a Python book and start reading that. um, um, Chaturthi. Okay, Chaturthi, one input I will give is don't try to go for online courses, because you are in a candidate, what we call it as a phase. So if you are in a candidate phase, it is more important for you to have offline lecture, sit in front of the what you call it as a sir or madam who is giving the data science lecture, and ask them the questions, get your doubts cleared, which is I don't think it is it happens if you try to opt for the online courses. One thing is, all the technology in our market is getting covered by Silicon Valley. You know the Silicon Valley, it is based out of United States, and all the technology trend starts from there only. Okay, so I'll say there is a site called as Coursera. So Coursera site will tell you which are the trending technology going in a market, okay? And that will help you to understand what I need to do. Because if it is trending in a Bay Area, or if it's trending in Silicon Valley, it will come to India also for sure, because India is having big chunk of IT sector guys. So obviously you have to learn a lot of things. So that Coursera site will tell you what is good, what are the trends going in the Silicon Valley, United States, and then accordingly you can plan what course I need to go for. Yes, the data scientist will be the next big thing, and cloud computing will be the next big thing that will be in the market. That's for sure.
Sir,
Let's see.
sir, can I interrupt?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there is one. Yeah, I'm a host actually, myself, Rasika.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm one of the staff members. Actually, there is one question on YouTube where we are live. Can you more elaborate about the SAP?
Okay, so SAP is a German company basically. It's they are a market leader. Okay, and like I said, every technology will have its vertical. So SAP is having a couple of verticals. I work for SAP's database vertical and business intelligence vertical. So like in SAP, they do have two products, three products in your technology or in IT technology. I can talk about. One is a ETL, that stands for extract, transform, unload. That tool is called as SAP Business Objects Data Services, BODS. Okay. One is SAP's own database, that is called as SAP HANA. HANA stands for in-memory database. So which is booming in the market. So traditionally what we used to learn is a disk base, and the rotation disk happens and data is pulled from hard disk to memory, from memory to CPU. Here the data resides in memory only, and then you will be able to get the results in milliseconds rather than waiting for 2 and 3 hours for reports to come up. So I work for that SAP HANA in memory technology as senior solution architect, and I do take care of a business intelligence. So I think if I'm not wrong, in your master's in computer science, you have this business intelligence subject available, because if I remember, I gave a lecture to Garware last time wherein I showed the SAP tool, how you can build the report as per the customer requirements, how you can design a data warehouse. So that is a BI. So for technology guys like you, this will be two famous tool when it comes to SAP that will be used in markets. First is SAP Business Intelligence. Second one is SAP HANA, which is its in-memory database. This is the latest innovation by SAP that got rolled out in year 2011. Okay. And then next one is SAP BODS, which is a ETL tool, stands for extract, transform, and load. So if you wanted to make a career in SAP, these are the three options available to you. Okay, I'm going to Shubham. Keeping in mind placements after masters. keeping in mind the placements after masters. Okay, placement after keeping in mind placements. Okay, after masters, what course would you prefer, sir? Okay, if you are not getting selected, if you are getting selected in at the last what you call it, a semester of your college, you don't know to do anything, because you will be allocated and you will be trained on to the requirement that company wants you to work on. So it can be any technology. But if you wanted to, if you are not getting selected, after you get selected and you wanted to switch your career to some other vertical, then I will. So I must see there are a lot like in other verticals also. I belong to the database vertical. So there are three verticals that we consider. One is operating system, another one is a programming language, and third one is a database, and last one is a networking. So I belong to the database vertical. So if anybody who is interested to learn, I will say the data science is the next big thing you must need to go for, and cloud technology. Every colleges in Pune now have started to teach their guys Python, R, all these languages as a part of the data science curriculum. So to me, I'll suggest the data scientist is the next big thing. I'll try to go for Om Shinde. Sir, which is a better course for future BC or BCS? There is no better course for BCS or BCA. You have to make sure you complete your master's first and then go for the courses outside. Sakshi, want to ask you that I wanted to do a course on web development, but I'm not sure. Will it be helpful to me in future after BCA? So, sir, okay. Sakshi, as I pointed earlier, try to complete your master's, because if the United States is planning to change their H1 rule, and if they will only allow the candidates who are postgraduate, then your education will be on a toss, to be very honest and upfront with you. So try to complete your master's, and technology trend will always keep on changing over the period of time. So whatever it's now, right now, the data services is data scientist is booming. Not sure what will happen after 5 years. So I cannot suggest you something. What should I do after this? What I'm trying to tell you is try to search in the market, try to go to the course area side and do whatever is currently booming in the market. That will help you to get the job in the market. So for web development, but you're asking this question, Sakshi, too early. I'll say you have to complete your post-graduation is what my suggestion to you. But if you still wanted to go after BCA, I will try to search and I will send the reply to your madam, because I don't belong to that web development vertical. So I'm not sure about what you need to do when it comes to web development, because a lot of things are there in the market. We call it as a full stack Java and all those things, but I'm not a programming guy, I'm a database guy, so I'll not be the right person to answer your query, unfortunately, Sakshi. Sorry for that. Let's talk Uday. Okay, sir, what you have done BSc or BTech? I have done BCS and MCS. I have cleared BCS from Shivaji University and Masters in Computer Science in year 2005 from Pune University. Okay, will AI take over the jobs cut? No, this is a myth. Okay, AI will not see. Will AI take over the jobs? Yes, AI will kill the traditional jobs. That's what I was emphasizing more from the beginning, that you have to do something out of box. If you are an AI developer, you will always have a job. Why you are worried about whether AI will kill the job? That's the other people that should be worried about what do I need to learn next. What the subjects that's been taught to you in a BCS MCS, that will not help you thoroughly in your professional career, but that will teach you that you have to learn throughout your life. Okay, that's the only message that curriculum at BCS and MCS conveys to you, that keep learning, and our field is so drastically changing over the period of time, so you have to keep learning. So this is just myth. AI will take down the jobs. I have gone through many interviews, might be personality, but being student, it may be the question. Yeah, I know, understand. AI will kill the job, but those will be traditional jobs. But ultimately, if you wanted to have the AI for the company, if you are AI developer, yes, you will be the developer, you'll get the job. So no issues in that. Sir, how to tackle question like, why would you hire you? Okay, why would you hire you? Okay, so if I would have been, okay, wait a minute, where did I left? Okay. Okay, so if I would have been the candidate, I would say, okay, I think I'll be able to contribute whatever best in the interest of the company based upon my knowledge that I have gained so far. So even if it is a 10% of my contribution, I think I'll be able to give it successfully to my company to go to the next level. So that's why I think you should hire me. And honestly, guys, to be very honest with you, why do I hire you? What if you will get married and all those are seriously for me, it's a time pass question. If you crack the interview, 90% you're there. Sir, how to tackle the question? Okay. Sir, how to prepare for technical interview for any reputed company? Okay. Yeah, this is nice question. Boomaram. Okay, Boomaram. So see, the thing is that before appearing to the technical interview, make sure you go to the company's site. What is their revenue? Revenue, it will be too early for you. But what I'll say is, where are they located? On which verticals they? On which department they are working on, like digital technology, all those verticals. So you should at least know some little bit information about that company to go with. And as I said, the points which I gave earlier, try to get the interviewer in your comfort zone rather than going into his comfort zone. You'll be able to crack it. Suggestion on doing masters abroad. Yeah, I'm not the right person to answer this because it's been 15 years. I'm away from the classical education system. So, Mansi, I'm sorry, I won't be able to answer this. I'm not the right person to answer this, I'll say. Let's go to Tejas. We can apply for companies directly after UG with a cutting edge technology courses. Yes, but your growth will be a little bit slow, Tejas, because if you're undergraduate and then when it comes to promoting you, obviously you answer me, Tejas, how it will feel you that you will try to report a candidate who is 8 pass or 9 pass candidate, or you will be happy to report to a person who is a doctorate. Yeah, that make always a difference, right? So, and in a promotion life cycles over the period of time, yes, post graduation is really key thing, because as I said, the H1 rules are changing, and if they say you must need to have post graduation, then you're done. See, which SAP course would I prefer for fresher? I answered that it's a SAP BODS if you are good in ATL. If it will be a SAP business objects if you are in business intelligence. If you are good in SAP database, if you are good in databases, then the answer will be SAP HANA. Let's see what Sabashek wanted to say. Being a FYBSc student, what will be the right time to join certification course? The right time will be to join the certification course in the last sem of your master's in computer science. If you are not able to clear the campus interview, that is a triggering point for you. And in the last sem, you should start searching in the course area site, identify the course, identify whether you want that course to be done or not. Don't go with the market, that market is hot in this subject. Do you really understand that subject? Honestly, let me be very frank with you. I'm not good at programming language. So I choose my career in a database language, which is good enough for me. So make sure that suits to in the technology in which you are confirmed, you are very confident and you have the interest. Because if you don't have interest, doing the course doesn't make any sense. You must need to have the interest to get the things done. Let's go to Sir, BTech or BCA? I am not the right person. Rushikesh. Sir, certification done from the free platform like is considered? Yes, yeah. See, if I get a person who knows both, if I get two people, okay, in the interview, and both are good, both were able to answer my questions, and if I wanted to select someone, obviously I'll give a preference who has the certification in a plate, okay, but provided he was able to answer my questions, which then I'll feel okay, he's comfortable enough. But if I have to take what we call it based in between two, I need to provide some criteria to the organization why you should hire this candidate. Okay, this candidate is able to answer my question. Plus, on top of that, he is holding ABCD certifications. Okay, Rishikesh. Ruturaj, which will be beneficial, mastering one language or knowledge about 2-3 languages? See, in your curriculum, you don't have any option, Ruturaj. You need to know, because I think, if I'm not wrong, you have 18 subjects to go over in your masters. Okay, so out of those 18 subjects, obviously you need to get hands-on on each language that is taught to you in your curriculum. Out of that, you can select one language in which you wanted to make the career. But you have to be very cautious when you select the language. You should not say ending up selecting a language for which there are a lot of people sitting in a market and waiting for the job. So looking at market trend is very important when you select any language. One input, Ruturaj, think practically. If I wanted to hire a person who knows the same technology as that of you knows, I will always hire a person who is tenured enough and knows this technology in and out, rather than hiring a fresher who knows the basics of that language. So that's what I was emphasizing. Goes to some out of box things. Do not try to continue your career with same old age technologies. Sir, when we enter in an interview room or where our interview held, okay, what first thing professionals see at fresher? Okay, personally, I look at how do you approach, how do you sit, and see, don't try to be so cheesy. Some people say, "Good evening, sir. How are you doing, sir? Blah blah, sir." Don't. Hey, good afternoon, good morning. That's all. Okay. Don't try to, what you call it, is do apply cheese on the bread. Where I was, which will be beneficial for, okay. Akash, I think I answered here. Okay, yes. Sir, doing freelancing in web development while studying is good option to build. Yes, you can go for it if you have time and this is something you like. I don't think there is nothing that will stop you to go with web development freelancing. In a is a web development a good career choice in future, or is it good? Gaurav, the answer to your question is, am I audible enough, guys?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. Yeah. So is web development is a good career choice in future, or it's going to be dead in future? The answer to your question is, Gaurav, yes or no, both. The classical web development is going away, but the web development new era is in market. So if I'll consider my vertical, we do have, we used to do web development when I started my career in HTML, but now the technology is moving away from HTML and we call it as a UI5. So web development will be there, but provided that you not try to do the HTML, you try to do UI5 or something out of box, which is a current, what you call it, a cutting edge web technology is there. Sir, as of now, sir, as we now have enrolled the online courses and have certificate from various sources, so what it will be useful for interview? Yes, it will be useful, but not always. See, the interview certificates come a last ballpark game if I have to select in between two candidates who were thoroughly clear in our interview roles. First is, you must need to have thorough technical knowledge. You have studied the subjects, you have cleared the interview, you have taken the interview in your comfort zone, you are able to crack all his questions, and then certification is just added an advantage. That doesn't give you a job. Understand that. So I'll tell you, there are a lot of dumps available in the market. People just try to go through the dumps, enroll for the certificate, clear the dumps. So we as an interviewer never look at your certification first. We as an interviewer, what you see, do you really know the things out of box, or do you really know in and out of the things which we'll be asking to you? Certification is a last ballpark game. It is nice to have, but it is not must to have. Sanskriti, sir, it will be considering about future, which will be the best course Or yeah, data scientists, which I already told. At least for the database vertical data scientists, AI is the new big thing. For programming language, I'll say the machine learning will be good, because in a data scientist also R is one vertical where database resides, and then in the same data scientist vertical, machine learning is one more vertical where the Python and all those language will reside. So you have to decide which is good for you and then go ahead with it.
Sir, sorry to
Yes.
interrupt. Yeah, there are two questions on YouTube also. The one is about any suggestion on the game development certification or the course. And the second one is nowadays whether companies are preferring multi-domain expertise or it is fine if you are single domain expertise.
Okay, so for game, unfortunately, I'm not the right person to answer because I've never worked in game technology so far throughout my 16 years of experience. Coming to the second technology, as I said, at your level, if you're fresher, having one domain knowledge is really good. And over the period of time, once you will get project, you will get introduced to other vertical domains like UI5, which I have the flavor. I have flavor of ETL also. I have flavor of business intelligence also. So that you will good. But if you are getting time and if you are really comfortable with one vertical, you are 100% sure that you will be able to crack everything, then studying other domain will be good. Because see, throughout our life, the only thing that we have to do is keep learning. So you can take it in that way. What was the second question, or those were the two only?
Yeah, these were the two.
Okay. We'll
Hello,
go
sir.
to, yes, who is this?
I have a question. I'm Stuti.
Shruti, let me go through all the questions. Those are listed first in a chat message, then I'll get back to you on this.
Okay. All right.
Or you can put it in a chat box, then we'll continue in a chat box only. That way I'll be able to answer everyone's question periodically. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So next one is Ruturaj. Is cybersecurity promising career? Yes, it is a promising career. You can search more on a cybersecurity. Yes, that is one of the I'll say niche skill in a market, which is right now emerging as well. But cybersecurity, a lot of competition is there. BTech versus MCA, MA. This is classical and very nice question. Which is better in future? Okay. Any master is better in future. You just cannot differentiate between MCS, MCA. If you have seen the interview ads of the company, what they said is a post-graduation degree in computer science. That don't differentiate you whether you did a BTech, MCS or MCA. Okay. If you have seen Infosys, Cognizant or big shot companies job portal, a master's degree in this, and they just try to qualify MCS, MCA, BTech. But you just cannot compare all are same, because in a master's in computer science, you will have the Unix operating system. Same will be there in BTech, same will be there in MCA. If you have cleared your basic education, what matters for us is whether you are able to clear our questions or not. That's very important for us. सर अरे वा स्नेहा गायकवाड सर लँग्वेज शिकण्यासाठी लाईक C++ अदर त्यामध्ये परफेक्ट होण्यासाठी क्लास लावण्याचं गरजेचं आहे का किंवा आपण असं पण ते शिकू शकतो विदाउट कोचिंग क्लासेस स्नेहा आय एम नॉट द राइट पर्सन टू गाइड यू ऑन दिस बिकॉज आई सेड I've been very away from the education system for a long time. So whether to go for the classes or to do study on your own, I'll not be the right person to answer your question, unfortunately. Okay, what we observe is high fees. Oh yes, it is. SAP is pretty expensive, guys. Like, can we take a baby step? If yes, which are those in terms of the cost? Exactly, this one is a very nice question to me. Yes, SAP is quite expensive. Okay, and SAP courses range from 1.5 lakhs to 2 lakhs rupees. Okay, but if you try to do it in the institute which are certified by SAP, the fees is too high. But there are a couple of other institutes wherein the fees is quite low, so you can approach to that institute. As I said, for you guys in SAP, 3 verticals are there: ETL, extract, transform, and load. You can go with the BODS tool. If you are good in memory, if you are good in database, you can go for SAP HANA course. if you are good in, if you wanted to make your career in BI business intelligence, you can go for business objects course of SAP. Yes, but SAP is quite expensive. Being said, so you don't have to go to the authorized institute to do the course, because you are in very early stage. You can approach to some other institute which can offer you the course at cheapest price. That would be good for you as well. Sir, can you please suggest the best resource for learning SAP HANA? Yeah, Akanksha, just do Google on SAP HANA. You will get ton of things. In SAP HANA Academy is the subscribed channel available on YouTube. That is the best channel that you can watch to learn SAP HANA from the beginning. The author of that YouTube channel is Dennis Van Campo. Dennis Van Campo is a SAP guy who just give the education videos on SAP HANA. So at your stage, I'll say YouTube SAP HANA learning is the best to go. All right. I think Rasika is saying, okay, thank you. I think that's all we have.
Thank you, sir.
Any
Sir,
other?
Stuti is waiting for her question to
Yes,
answer.
yes, yes.
Yes, Stuti.
Go ahead, Stuti. You're on a mute, Stuti.
Hello, sir.
Yes, good afternoon, Stuti.
Good afternoon. So, considering that we'll be as freshers after the masters, after we complete masters, we'll be freshers out in the market, right? So, should we, as an interviewer, what would you suggest? Should we work on projects, building new projects of our own, add them on a resume, or do the certifications and work on that? Like,
I'll suggest go with the certifications. If you're not getting selected in a campus interview, see, doing project, what you will achieve, you will always do the projects throughout your life, right? But what you want is understand, if you're not getting selected in a campus interview by May end, which is end of your master's in computer science, okay, and you waited for 6 months, that will come to the November, still you are unemployed, okay, then understand that you have only next 6 months to get job in the market, because after 6 months, the next batch of the freshers will enter in a market and it will create more competition for you. So the triggering point for you, if your education is getting ended in the month of May, the triggering point you should be January, wherein you will get an idea what is happening with the campus interview, am I getting selected or not, and then you take a call and join the course in February, so that the time you complete your masters, after 2 months of your masters, the outside courses will be of maximum 6 to 8 months. You will be done with your courses, outside courses, and in November you will get an opportunity to distinguish yourself from others with these additional courses that you have done.
So, sir, as an interviewer, so like for companies like Google, the MNCs basically, they look for they look for certification and not projects as fresher?
No, it depends upon every interviewer's perception about the candidate. Okay, first thing, say, understand, Stuti, it's pretty practical. If you are able to crack all my questions, certification is, as I said, certification is the last ballpark game that I will look for.
Right.
Okay, but when you appear for the interview and when you clear all the things, okay, but if you are not getting elected at all to come till the interview round, what is the differentiator that you have in the market? Will you just say that, okay, I have done this project, then everybody says, okay, who cares, because there are a ton of people doing the project online. Well, you said, okay, I have the data science done from this, I have scored this percentage, and as I said earlier, you try to join a small scale company who is working in a data science, then you can say, okay, I have at the same time, I just joined this organization and for 6 months, I'm working on a data science technology for this organization. That is something will click me, okay, I don't need to teach you everything if you enter to my organization. I'm getting ready-made candidate who has done the course. See, you done ABCD project. And if that is not relevant for me to hire you, what am I going to do with it?
Correct.
It has to be, then you have to be very lucky so that I am particularly looking for that requirement in which you have done the project, and that chances is pretty low. because as you see, there are a lot of people doing projects outside and trying to get their hands dirty. At the same time, if I see, okay, this lady is working on the data scientist, she has done the data scientist course, she is working with a small scale industry for 6 months. And then I say, okay, I can hire him because I don't need to give him a basic training of data science. She already knows ABCD of it. Okay, I'll put her on a project, I'll make her billable, I'll start earning money for my company. Getting my point?
Okay.
Okay.
Mm,
Hope that answers your question, Stuti. But that was a really nice question. Thanks.
Yeah.
Any other team? If not, I'm good. Good that you had a lot of questions for me. Back to you, madam.
Sir, I have a last question. Sorry.
Yes, go ahead,
Yeah,
please. No problem.
yeah. Actually, I asked you about the SAP certifications, which are with the high fees and everything. So,
Okay.
considering certifications with the local institutes or some kind of that institutes, what about the infrastructure setup? Can we do that at our own place? I mean, at home or kind of?
Okay, so SAP is pretty licensed one. So unfortunately, you can't do that because the cost of SAP software, if I'm not wrong, the SAP HANA itself cost $1 million, which is a 6 crore rupees. Okay, but these institutes, they do have some licensing purchase from the SAP. Okay, so they do give you a free of cost usage for your practicing purpose. Okay, so you can try to use their infrastructure and not your infrastructure, because all those licensing and all those things will come into the place. One good point that you raised, and which I was forgetting to let all you guys, as I said, the couple of institutes are pretty expensive, and if you can't afford, I suggested you to go with the institutes which of lower cost. But before going there, also understand that make sure those institutes where you are going have a tie-up to some other IT companies, which they can, after the course, they can give you a reference and you can go for the interview to those companies. Then that will be an advantage for you. Just for what I'll say, saving 10K or 20K, do not join a company, do not join institute which don't have any connects with our organization for their campus interview. Meaning is that for some lateral, okay, what other companies do is they try to connect with the institutes outside Pune or within Pune, and they said, okay, give me the guys who are trained on ABCD technology. So if those institutes holding those courses, then they will suggest your name and then you can appear for the interview for that company. So always, if you do inquiry of the SAP course to that institute, make sure they have bounding with the organizations which can offer the job about what you have learned so far. Anything else?
Okay. Thank you, sir. Akanksha, can we continue?
Thank you so much, sir. I now call upon Yashaswini to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Yashaswini, and I'm here to propose a vote of thanks. On behalf of the Computer Science Association, I would like to thank our chief guest, Mr. Amol Abhyankar sir, who spared time from his schedule to grace the occasion. We had an opportunity to hear about your journey. Thank you for sharing all your thoughts and for guiding us. This was really a much needed session. This will surely encourage us. And thank you to our principal, Dr. P.B. Butchade sir, for always supporting us in all the activities held by the department. I would like to thank our vice principal of non-grant unit, Dr. Manisha Barambe ma'am, who is always available for any help needed. Also, I thank her for presenting the departmental activities today. I thank our head of department, Mrs. Chitra Nagarkar ma'am, for providing continuous support and guidance. I'm thankful For our CSA in charge, Mrs. Madhuri Khattare ma'am, and CSA members, Mrs. Aparna Gohad ma'am and Mrs. Kanchan Mure ma'am, for arranging various activities under CSA. Also, I would like to thank all the staff members, non-teaching staff of the Computer Science department. Lastly, I would like to thank all the students for attending the event and for being such a wonderful audience. And thank you for interacting with sir. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, Amol sir, do you want to share something as you have
Yeah.
raised your hand? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, last thing to all the candidates in the forum, thanks for your patience to hear me loud and clear. Hope I was very informative and loud and clear. There are a couple of things which I was not able to answer, but as I said, you have to be very, you have to tell the truth, right? If you don't know, I don't know. That's pretty simple term that we use in market. One and most important, guys, please do not get frustrated if you are not, or do not go into the stress if you are not getting a job. It's just the time and your efforts which will be paid off once you are really competent in the technology in which you wanted to go. So त्याला 5 लाख 10 लाख मिळतात म्हणून माझं सिलेक्शन झालं नाही. That will be the last foolish thing that you guys will do. Please do not go into that what we call it as a phase of your life. That is a very stressful phase. So keep calm, just keep studying. Your competition is only with you and not with the rest of the world. Okay, try to be very crystal clear with your mind every time you appear for the interview. Okay, so your competition is with you only. If you are prepared enough, you will be able to crack the interview. And I would like to thank for this opportunity and would like to convey my best regards to all the candidates in the forum, which so it was how many, 221 people. So thanks for the opportunity for talking and best of luck for your career.
Sir,
Yes, you want to say something?
Yeah. One request is there. We will take a e-photo at the end of the meeting. So be there in the meeting.
Sure.
Yeah. Participants are requested to Sampada ma'am.
Yeah, just 1 minute. Akanksha will conclude. Akanksha?
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable thoughts and motivating us. With the permission of our principal, Dr. P.B. Butade, sir, I now declare that the function is over. Thank you all for joining and giving us your precious time.
Okay, Rasika ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Teachers are requested to turn on their videos for e-photo, and rest of the participants are requested to leave the meeting.
Yashaswini, Akanksha, if you all are there, you please wait.
Participants, if you are there, you can turn on your video at least for the photograph, or you can leave the meeting. Okay, it's taken. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Have a nice day. Bye. Take care. Be safe.
Thank you, sir.